Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. So this is a hand that came up on the weekly free. So if you haven't played it yet, don't look at this video yet. All right. So you've got a week to play it. But this is a hand that came up on the weekly free, which fortunately I got right. Another YouTuber that I watched didn't get it right, but I can understand why you sometimes just miss things. Okay, it's easy. Okay, obviously bridge is a complicated game and all of that. But let's just have a look at this particular hand, and I'm going to show you sort of two hands that they might have where they might have bid it differently. Okay, so as south, you we open one heart, and in this example, west bid two clubs, and then north bid two hearts, and then with my hand, I just decided to jump to four hearts with an 18 count. And I know we've got a 5-3 fit. So here, if you're ACOL players, North is just showing a 3-card heart suit here. Okay. We're playing a 5-card majors. So here, I'm just going to go to four hearts, knowing full well that I've got a 5-3 fit and about 24 points. Okay. So pass, pass, pass. West led off the queen of clubs. So as soon as West leads off the queen of clubs, I know they've got queen and the jack. I played low on this. I think East may have played the 7 to give some sort of count. And then I decided to play a low heart to the queen, thinking that West probably has the king of hearts. And so I played a low heart. West went straight up with the king. And then for some reason, they played ace of spades. And then they played the queen of spades. Okay, which I won. So now I know I don't have a spade loser. My hearts are pretty good. It's just a case of picking up the diamonds. Now I can play the king of clubs and get rid of a small diamond, but I'm still got a diamond loser. So from this point onwards, I can only see sort of one loser. Okay, that's the king of diamonds. And I don't know where it is. I don't know, is it in the right hand or is it in the left hand? Um, so my argument was here that West has come up with the ace and queen of spades, so that's 6 points. They've come up with the king of hearts, which is 9 points. They've come up with the queen of clubs, which is 11 points. And because they've led the queen of clubs, they should also have the jack of clubs, which would make it 12 points. Now, if they had the king of diamonds as well, that would make it 15 points. So my logic was here that if I opened a heart, if they had 15 points and all of those cards, which I've just said, they would have bid a no trump. So therefore, I don't believe they've got the king of diamonds because otherwise they would have bid one no trump to show a heart stop and 15 points. Okay. So I don't believe they've got the king of diamonds. So therefore, I didn't need to play a squeeze. Okay. And I just played east to hold the king of diamonds. So I simply took out the hearts, carried on playing them, overtook, let's say. I then played out spade. Got over there, played the king of clubs to ditch my losing club, and then I simply took a diamond finesse or a diamond hook, as some people say, and now I've got the rest of the tricks, and I made 11 tricks. Okay, so that was one way. Now, what another YouTuber did was they tried to squeeze, and it didn't work because West didn't have all the cards. Okay. This time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to slightly modify the hand. So if I just change the board slightly, this time I'm going to open a heart. And now, because West has got this kind of hand, 6, 9, 12, 15 count, a heart stopper, rather than bidding two clubs, I'm going to make it bid a no trump instead. North still bids the same thing. And then we're going to go for it again and bid four hearts. Okay. So we're going to get the same lead, queen of clubs, play it the same way to an extent. So again, we're pretty certain that West has the king of hearts. So we play a low heart. They go up with the king. Okay. And let's say they do exactly the same things they did last time. Okay, so now they're in the same boat. But this time, we know East doesn't have the king of diamonds because West must have like 15 points. East cannot fit the king of diamonds into their hand because West wouldn't be able to cater for at least 15 points. So there's only 16 points out. And if East had the king of diamonds, that means West would only have 13 points, and therefore they couldn't bid one no trump. So now we can play West for a squeeze. Okay, so how does that materialize? So what we need to do is squeeze West. We also need to have North be able to get into their hand. Okay, so the way to do this is using the spades. The 6 of spades to the 7 can be an entry once we've knocked out the 10 of spades. But we need to play off all the hearts and the spades first. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so we play off the hearts. So here what we're doing is we're squeezing West. We're squeezing one opponent using cards in the North and South hand against West. So hopefully West won't be able to guard against everything. So we've played a heart. Going to overtake. We're going to continue playing hearts. Here we only need one diamond in dummy, so we chuck a diamond. We carry on playing the hearts. So again, now West is getting somewhat squeezed. We played a heart. We need to keep a diamond. We need to keep 2 spades. So we're going to chuck a club. And we'll throw a diamond, let's say. And now we played a jack of spades. Okay, so West can still play a club. And then we play the coup de grace. Okay, so this is like the last card. This is where West is now going to get squeezed. So we play the 6 of diamonds and West is now squeezed. So whatever West does here, they're squeezed. So let's say they play the diamond. Okay, we win with the 8. And East chucks away something. And now we play the king of clubs. All right. And we notice that the 10 of clubs is now not a winner. The jack of clubs hasn't gone. We play the 8 of clubs. And we go with the ace. We go with the ace. We don't take the finesse because we know West must have the king of diamonds because they overcalled one no trump. Okay. And then their king of diamonds falls and we cash the queen of diamonds. So let's just go, if we just go back. So if we want to do this. Okay, so again, we play the 6 of spades. So instead of playing a diamond, we're now going to play a club. Okay, so North wins with the 8. And East throws away something. Okay, now we play the king of clubs. Throw a diamond. And now the jack comes up. Okay, so now we've been keeping tabs on that jack of clubs. They've led the queen of clubs. They've now thrown off the jack of clubs. We now know that the 10 of clubs is a winner. So we just play the 10 of clubs and throw away the queen of diamonds, and we've got the diamond winner. And whatever way, we make 11 tricks. So that was a way on that particular hand to use the bidding to suggest whether we should play the squeeze or we should play the finesse. Now, because they didn't bid, they didn't overcall one no trump, we could probably surmise that West didn't have the king of diamonds, okay, on that particular hand. So in other words, the layout was likely going to be this layout. So in other words, the layout was West without holding the king of diamonds, and it was actually in the east hand. Okay, so the likelihood was that the finesse was going to work. So what you can do is whether you're thinking about whether to play a squeeze or a finesse, think about have the opposition bid. Okay, so sometimes that can give you a clue, or have they bid something different? So in other words, if they have that particular card, would they bid something else? Okay. So that's the question you have to sort of answer. So try to work out those things, and that'll give you a clue as whether you should finesse or try out a squeeze. Now, if you're not sure whether to try out a squeeze or a finesse, if you've got no suggestions, then what I would always do is play the squeeze line because it's more fancy. So if you haven't got any indications of whether to play a finesse or a squeeze, you go for the squeeze because it's a more fancy play. Okay, it's just showing off. All right, so thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.